I can't pay attention. I can't pay attention, so we're just gonna hope for the best. For whatever we're gonna get out of this. I'm gonna give it an hour. I'm gonna give this an hour. That's it. Alright. Well, Lisa hates mushrooms. Did you ask me about her before? Did I tell you the bread story? Yes, she hates sweet bread and she sleeps on her back. Looks like I've told you. Isn't there anything else? Even little stories are fine. You're really interested in Lisa, aren't you? I'm just curious about what she's like. Now you mention it, Lisa had a pretty quirky side. Quirky? She wasn't like those other witches. She was quirky. Leaved her stuff all over the surrounding forest and the whole village. There wasn't a bench in town that didn't have a Lisa book on it. She said she just left them there. It was convenient to read, but I think she just forgot half of them. She's a weird one, right? She really is. Oh, there's more. When she drank, she'd often talk about her daughter. Is her name Doska by any chance? Oh, right. How'd you know? She's cute, she's kind, she's capable, she'd do nothing but brag about her all day. She said something else too. She said that whenever it happened, if she ever had a grandchild, she wanted them to have her name. She'd try her best to stay alive to see that day. She wasn't usually the type to say stuff like that, so it stuck with me. It makes me want to try harder too. Why all of a sudden you got a daughter? It's nothing, thanks for telling me. Don't mention it. Lisa, why didn't we just talk about her the other day? I want to know more about the usual Lisa. I haven't thought about Lisa for a long time. She was such a kind and gentle soul. Come to think of it, Lisa was a terrible liar. Terrible liar, yes. As you know, Ellie, Lisa has been here since the very beginning. She was here even when I was born. She's been here a very long time. Indeed, a very long time. Ain't it? Whenever someone in the village fell ill, Lisa was always there to care for them. She'd always say, "You'll be fine, just leave it to me," and she'd nurse him with all her heart. But of course, not everyone could always be saved. Sometimes we had to say goodbye to those we loved. Even then, Lisa would tell us it would be okay and leave it to her. But whenever she did, she could never quite look you in the eye. She wore an expression more sad and heartbroken than anyone. Seeing that look on her face, somehow it made me feel a little comforted. Ain't it? Even though we lost so many people, perhaps having Lisa by our side was what gave us the strength to carry on. Though the other villagers were a great support as well. I'm here too. That's comforting. You and Rubrum give me so much strength. Thank you always. Thank you too. I truly wish I could see Lisa again. I want to tell her we're doing well and that she shouldn't worry. If I find her, should I give her that message? No. You will find her, Ellie. When you bring her back, I'll tell her myself. I understand. I promise to bring her back. Brings back memories. I was shaken too when the vines began to grow and she was gone. It all felt too predictable. Today I came to ask about Lisa as she really was day to day. Day to day. Not the grand events, just what kind of person she was. Very well. Her hair was a soft silvery color, just like marble. Her eyes, large and aquamarine, gave her a kind expression. Although she had a soft, approachable look to her, but when she was alone, her brow would knot, her lips would twist, and her face would brim with discontent. But the villagers all said she was kind and gentle. She was, with them. She was always courteous. She'd wear a slightly awkward smile, and she usually granted whatever they asked of her. So, of course, they remember her kindly. Do you think she disliked doing that? I don't believe so. This is only my guess, but it wasn't that she disliked people, more that she was weary of them. Weary of people. Anyone who came to her with a request, she'd bristle at them, almost by reflex. But truth be told, I think she enjoyed helping the villagers. If she hadn't, she never would have stayed here for so many years. The ending wasn't the best. It's not over yet. You're right, the play isn't finished. I hope it ends in happiness. Then let's work for that together. Your stories help. Thank you, Alvin. Think nothing of it. Come by anytime. As long as the script is interesting. Okay. Would you like to hear a different story than last time? Yes, anything, even something small is fine. Very well. Forgive me, I'm not good at socializing, so nothing's come to mind easily. That's okay. Have you ever received help from Lisa? Many times. Whenever I didn't know something about plants, I'd ask her. She was always kind in her answers. You never talked about anything else? Not really. I see. For what? Nothing. Oh, wait. I do recall something. It's not exactly my story, but would you like to hear it? Of course, please tell me. There used to be someone called Brad at the library. Once a plant he bought for me began to wilt, so he took it to Lisa. That was the first time anyone seen her actually angry. Angry. Lisa. Yes, not furious, but compared to her usual self, it was quite the outburst. What did she say? She asked Brad why he brought it to her and yelled at him to take it away. Later, Brad came to me looking gloomy and told me the story. So even Lisa had moments like that. At her core, she was kind, but yes, she could show anger. Did she ever apologize, Lisa? No, not directly. Actually, now that I think of it, what is it? Not long after that, Lisa gave out plants to the villagers as gifts. She gave Brad and me each an olive tree. Looking back, I think that was her way of apologizing. So she really did feel bad. Yes, she was a thoughtful person after all. Neither of us realized at the time that it was her way of apologizing. Lisa was often so amiable afterwards, and we simply forgot about it. And come to think of it, when I asked her questions afterwards, she did seem a little uneasy. I'm still glad you two made peace. Thanks. That story helped. I'm glad to hear that. And if you ever see Lisa, would you tell her something for me? What's that? I'd like to thank her for the olive tree and tell her both Brad and... well, okay, whatever. I didn't need to know what that said. Please, if you can. Will do. Again. But Arden, you've been here longer than anyone. You must remember something. Anything at all. You really don't remember anything. She was picky about food. How so? Not long after she moved into the village, she came to my tavern with some other folks, tried my cooking, then made a face like she swallowed poison. Still cleaned the plate, though. Later, I found out she couldn't stand mushrooms. Idiot. If you can't eat something, just say so. But the way you are, it's no wonder she didn't. After that, whenever she came by, I left the mushrooms out. But never the pepper? Anyway, she kept coming back every now and then for a meal. Then, about 10 years later, she asked me something. Asked you what? About the plant that never dies. You want to know that? Probably why she came to me in the first place. Took her 10 years to work up the nerve, foolish. I don't think so. Maybe she just wanted to get close to you, Arden. Even took out the mushrooms for her. That one. Arden? Nothing. You're looking for Lisa, aren't you? Yeah, I've been searching for a long time. If you find her, tell her this. Thanks for back then. Back then? She'll understand. Alright, thanks for telling me all this. Alright, I've asked everyone. Think I know her better now. The potion still isn't glowing though. Maybe a little, but not enough. Maybe. But we've talked to everyone already. There's still one person left too. The White Cat God. Didn't the White Cat God hide Lisa? Maybe, but they know her well. Since they don't know about the potion, they'll answer without suspicion. And if the potion glows, we'll use it right in front of the White Cat God. Not the worst plan. Let's do it. Since there are no other options, let's go see the White Cat God. Oh, we get cutscene. Welcome, Ellie. How may I help you today? I want to ask about Lisa. You're still looking for Lisa? I want to learn more about her. And White Cat God, you seem quite familiar with her. Ellie, you're showing much concern for a deceased. Why are you eager to learn about Lisa? At first I thought Lisa was an evil witch. I thought she created the prickly vines and destroyed the village. I wanted to find her and ask her why she would do such a thing. But as I found out more about her, my attitude changed. Now I simply wish we could chat. I want to learn her reason for coming to Wisteria, for producing the prickly vines, to learn the life she dreamed of and the goal she wanted to achieve. I see. Lisa was a fool. A fool? Blinded by the pursuit of her foolish dream, she paid no attention to the people around her. Then she made a stupid mistake, and died a stupid death. Why would you call Lisa a fool? She lived for her dream. Whether she realized her dream or not, she couldn't be called a fool. Yes, she should. Lisa was a fool, a know-nothing, and a good-for-nothing. but she worked hard to help the villagers. Many villagers are grateful to her. There were times when she annoyed a villager or two, but in general she performed her duty as a witch. She developed the prickly vine she wanted, which destroyed the village she loved. You may have a point, but I don't think that was intentional. Even so, she should be held accountable, right? But she shouldn't be deemed by a single mistake. Everyone makes mistakes, but in her case, the consequence will linger forever. One can repair the damage they cause. They can apologize, they can strive to be forgiven. But Lisa is already gone. She can no longer apologize to anyone, nobody can forgive her anymore. That's why I want to find Lisa. Ellie, you said you wanted to chat with Lisa if you found her. Right. If you're only allowed to tell her one thing, what would you say? I would tell her what the villagers say. Enid says thank you for keeping her company. Roy says thank you for saving the olive tree. He's much obliged. Arden says thank you for you know what, although he didn't specify the favor. I want to tell her the villagers are doing well, and that they still miss her and remember her with gratitude. Those kids never changed. Lisa must have been saved many times by their kindness, and Lisa would probably have seen herself in Ellie. And me? A successful version of herself instead of the failed one. A version of herself marching down the path she chose. A version of herself that believes she will achieve her goal and runs toward it. A version of herself she never became. And she never will become. She would have regretted, envied, and grieved. Why Cat God? And she would have been so terribly grateful. That's what Lisa would have asked me to tell you. If she were only allowed to tell you one thing, she would have squeezed out all her remaining strength and told you about her heartfelt gratitude. Finally, it's glowing. This is the Polaris potion. I can find someone, but only if you truly understand them. Find someone. Wait, don't tell me. I'm going to find her with this. That's right, Lisa, the one you've been hiding. Ellie, hold on. We use it. She's Lisa. Huh? Why is the trail? Did you mess it up? No, the trail's leading to you, White Cat God. This is what's happening. My body. White Cat God? She's now fallen into the blue river. Face the deep blue night. White Cat God? So who's Black Cat? Is Black Cat God the Tannis? Okay. What's going on? The White Cat God turned into a person. Ellie? What in the world is going on? Polaris potion is supposed to reveal a thing's true essence, so were you a human to begin with? No, I mean, yes, wait, that's not. Hold on, that face. Exactly like how people describe Lisa. You're Lisa Whiteguard. Yeah. Absolutely not. That reaction says otherwise. Enid told me Lisa can't make eye contact when she lies. You really are Lisa, aren't you? Since when? I guess there's no hiding it now. You really are remarkable, Ellie. Once you set your mind on something, you make it happen. The prickly vines, the village, and me. So you really are Lisa Whitegarden, the master witch who lived in the witch's house. Yes, I am Lisa Whitegarden, master witch of Wisteria house. But how? Why? No, wait, I have so many questions. One at a time. I was truly impressed by your skill. I never thought you'd be able to recreate the potion from the Starlit Cave. School for Witches clearly trains excellent students. Then what happened? Why were you in the form of the White Cat God? It's a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it? Of course, hurry. I used to make gardens for witches. I've built so many gardens back then. But every garden I made would crumble and wither after only a few years. People would come to me each time, showing me the ruins and begging me to fix them. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't bear to watch my gardens fall apart anymore. So I stopped making them. Instead, I resolved to create a garden that would never die, a garden that would never wither. So that's why you came to Wisteria. That's right, making a marble that stays forever isn't that hard. But plants were another matter. I came to Wisteria for them. Here there were white prickly vines that would never die unless they were touched by moonlight. After years of studying, I combined them with little honey pumpkins to create a new breed of prickly vine. Vines that can't die unless you destroy their core. Exactly, the same vines in the village that you saw and removed. How did they end up taking over the village? After completing the vines, I began my Starlit Cave research. I died. Just like that? How? Simply. Simply? I'd lived a long time already. When I was studying the Starlit Cave, I couldn't stop coughing. Honestly, I could have died at any moment. I passed away in my sleep at the camp in the Starlit Cave. She is dead. Then, what happened? What about the vines? Everything after that is hazy. I'm not even sure myself. I only think I saw the Ritterings planting the seeds I'd made. The Ritterings. Those pests will plant anything they can get their hands on. I was horrified. But part of me wanted to see if the vines would grow. And grow they did, just as I had designed them. They climbed the village walls like ivy, spreading and spreading. The villagers tried everything to remove them, but without destroying the core, they could never be rid of them, and I could do nothing but watch. I saw the things I'd loved fall into ruin because of me, and I couldn't lift a finger, Lisa. So I prayed, begged for someone to protect the village. And the White Cat God answered. White Cat God. They lent me their body when I was nothing but a spirit. That's how I came to wield the divine power. But by then the village was nearly gone and its people had left. A god without worship can do very little. I tried all sorts of things, but nothing worked. All I could do was watch the village slowly fall apart. And then a train passed by. That was me. The only train on the continent always carries exceptional witches. I used all my remaining strength to stop the train. The rest, you already know. Yes. But why didn't you just tell me the truth? I wasn't sure about you back then. Ellie doesn't exactly give off a trustworthy first impression. And I only wanted to restore the village. Lisa Whitegarden had failed and died. The one standing here is no one. Nothing. You're a ghost. Such a person's story means nothing. I only wanted to put things back the way they were, and then disappear. But that's not true, is it? What do you mean? Lisa Whitegarden didn't fail. How could you say that? Lisa wanted to make an eternal garden. She wanted 100 years, chasing that foolish dream, and never succeeded. Lisa's time here wasn't wasted. Lisa spent most of her life making those vines. And with them, she destroyed the village she loved. That wasn't what I wanted. I never wanted to live like that. And yet, you say I didn't fail. I've learned a lot about you, Lisa. I've lived in your house, seen what you left behind, and spoken with the people here. If this is supposed to be comforting, don't bother. My story already has an ending, and it's not a happy one. No, this isn't just comfort. Lisa Whitegarden truly didn't fail. Oh? Then where is Lisa Whitegarden? If I didn't fail, then the garden I dreamed of should be here. The garden I spent my life trying to create. That damned eternal garden of mine. I've wandered all around Wisteria. The Green Forest, Cloud Valley, and the Starlit Cave. I've seen your touch in every place. In talking to the villagers, I realized something. They liked you back, and they like you now. Even now, when the vines seem to have been your doing, they still believe in you. Lisa, this is your garden. The forest, the buildings, the village, its people. What? Yes, Wisteria. This is the eternal, beautiful garden you've tended for 100 years. For 100 years, Yes, you haven't wasted your life. You should have been tending your eternal garden. You've been tending your eternal garden all along. Ah. And now it's nearly complete, my eternal garden. But how could I possibly claim this as mine? I'm not worthy. I'm the one who destroyed it. To them, I'm just a wicked witch who ruined their home. Wicked witch. Maybe for now. Then the wicked witch should just fade quietly away. No, you don't have to disappear. You just need to talk. Talk? Yes, even if it's embarrassing, awkward, or painful, apologize. Then share your stories with a smile. I'm sure they'll love hearing them. But hiding is easy, but nothing changes that way. Like an untended garden. Trust the villagers. Speak to them. I'll help you. You're right, Ellie. Alright, I'll try. I'll try just like you did. Yes, let's try together. Villagers are kind. If you talk to them, it'll be fine. I know that better than anyone. Thank you. Of course, you're the master witch after all. Yes. My apprentice witch, Ellie. At last, a proper introduction. I look forward to working with you, apprentice. And I will with you, master witch. Anyways, so what now? Me? I'll keep being the white cat god for a while yet. At least until the white cat god permits it, until my garden is finally complete. Yes, and when that day comes, I'll return to where I truly belong. But don't be too sad about it. The fact that we're here together now, that's already a blessing. Right now, our focus should be on restoring the village and making peace with the villagers. You always manage to slip in those lines, even when you're being sentimental. So you will make peace, right? Yes, I'll try. But giving me some time. Alright. First things first, we need to finish the garden. I'll leave it to you. Then I'll help fix it up in the village and come back. I'll be here waiting. Enid. Specifically Enid. I removed the prickly vine cord, the starlit cave as well. Finally, all the prickly vines are gone. You've come a long way, Ellie. Former residents of this area can now come back too. Indeed. Let's have a look at the southern part of the village first. There's still much I want to tell you. There's gonna be like 30,000 things to fix. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to grind. My cat twitched in a weird way. Alright, that's another place. That's another place restored. I suppose this area was also populated. Exactly, I'll tell you about the residents. This is the hooker that lived on Main Street. To your right was a resident of a young tailor named Nana. Unfortunately, the boy doesn't plan to move back in. I heard that a boy named Theo was going to live here alone, though. Oh, Theo. Theo was the son of a couple I met when I was still living in the city. However, the parents would be temporarily unable to look after their child, so they decided to send him to my village. At southmost of the village, there used to be an awesome bakery. A couple ran the bakery together and had 2 daughters. Ooh. Only the daughters are coming back. Hell yeah. Oh, we're getting... Well, there's a lot of side quest stuff too, but I don't know if I'll try and wrap that into one video or not. And this house had several different occupants before it had long been vacant. That's why I want young Bjorn to have this house. I'd say he's an old friend of mine. He left the village a few decades ago, but he's always wanted to come back. And the wisteria tree in the village was named after our regaining their former vigor as well. If only I could see those giant flowers in the full bloom again. That's basically all I know about the southern area. Just like before, I can only bring back one household at a time, right? Oh. Who do you plan to recall this time? You haven't decided yet? You need to rush. Now the village is free of prickly vines. We have all the time we need. Again, everyone's given a different reason for moving in. I hope to know what the villagers think. Sure. Let me know when you've decided who to write to. Bakery. Bakery sisters. Bakery sisters? You put the words bakery sisters in front of me and you're like, hey. Ow. She gave me pie. And yeah, new village project, new village project. Alright, get the blueprint. I agree the village has regained much of its former prosperity. Keep up the good work. Okay, and that was the basic materials. So I'm gonna have to go spelunking in the Star Cave for materials for a hot minute. So I'm gonna cut this off here. Next we see each other, it is going to be probably giving Kyla the lesson material to get us started. Here, I'll run and do that real quick with these. So next time we'll see each other, I'll get all that done. Alright? Have a good whatever you're having, and this is gonna be it for now. There's definitely still a lot more to run around and do. But for now, this is it.